If 2021 was a breaking point for the big companies, it was a year of innovation for smaller indie developers. This was always destined to be a good year of video games for so many reasons. Start with the fact that we're in the second year of the new generation of consoles, meaning developers could make games with even more confidence and comprehension of the hardware. In this video, we will discuss the top 10 best video games of 2021. Before we go any further, remember to smash that like button. Also, please subscribe to our channel if you have not done that yet. Number 10. It Takes Two. It Takes Two is an action-adventure platform game developed by Hazelight Studios and published by Electronic Arts. The game does not have a single-player option. It is playable only in either online or local split-screen co-op between two players. It received generally favorable reviews from critics and won multiple year-end accolades, including All-Around Game of the Year. Number 9. SABLE. A desert landscape that stretches for miles. Beautiful sunsets over craggy mountains and cliffs. In SABLE, the vibes are as important as the mission. SABLE is an open-world exploration video game in which the player, as the young girl Sable, searches for a fitting rite of passage mask such that she can return to her nomadic clan. The game has no combat or set storyline. It emphasizes simple puzzle solving and discovery, traversing dunes and ruins. Parts of the game are customizable, including Sable's hoverbike and clothing. Number 8. Deathloop. This elegant and bloody game centers on Colt Van, an assassin tasked with eliminating 8 targets on an island. As the name might suggest, every time Colt fails his mission, he's sent back to the beginning of his day. Deathloop is a 2021 first-person shooter game developed by Arcane Studios and published by Bethesda Softworks. Number 7. Halo Infinite. The Master Chief is back. Halo Infinite adds yet another chapter to the iconic character's storyline, setting him on a new ring world in this sci-fi shooter. Like past Halo games, Halo Infinite is a shooter with most gameplay taking place from a first-person perspective. Players use several weapons and vehicles commonly found in the Halo series. Despite this strong focus on storytelling, it still stays true to the franchise, consistently driving forward the action and letting you kill grunts and brutes with magical precision. Infinite has been described as being a platform for the Halo franchise for at least the next decade. It is intended that the game be added to over time, rather than utilizing the previous system of numbered titles. The gameplay is inspired by the original trilogy, especially Halo 3, along with the gameplay from Halo 4 and Halo 5, with a focus on the use of equipment rather than armor abilities. Unlike the original trilogy, however, the player has the sprint ability as well as the slide ability from Halo 5. Like Halo 4 and Halo 5, Halo Infinite did not feature playable single-alien multiplayer or dual wielding at launch. Number 6. RETURNAL. There's no denying the game is beautiful, has high productions, gorgeous music, and sound. RETURNAL is a third-person shooter video game featuring roguelike elements and covering the psychological horror genre. Set in a futuristic science fiction setting. Number 5. HITMAN 3. The final game in the World of Assassination trilogy is perhaps its best yet. As Agent 47, you once again infiltrate the hallowed halls of the 1% to take out your targets. The game rewards inventiveness. You aim to stage any kill as an accident rather than a murder, a mandate that challenges your patience and creativity. Like its predecessors, Hitman 3 is a stealth game played from a third-person perspective, and players once again assume control of Assassin Agent 47. In the game, 47 travels to various locations and carries out contracted assassinations, continuing the story of the last 2 games. The base game features 6 new locations: Dubai, Dartmoor, Berlin, Chongqing, Mendoza, and an epilogue set in the Carpathian Mountains, Romania. Owners of Hitman or Hitman 2 can import maps, levels, and their progress into Hitman 3. The new locations in Hitman 3 include persistent shortcuts, a new gameplay feature to the series. Each stage includes several initially locked doors which can only be unlocked from one side. Once unlocked, these doors stay open in all future playthroughs, allowing initially closed-off locations to be reached more quickly. Number 4. CHICORY, A Colorful Tale. CHICORY is an adventure role-playing video game where characters are small anthropomorphic animals. The player takes the role of an anthropomorphic dog named after the player's favorite food, or the default name pizza, if the player does not choose a favorite food. The world they explore is black and white, but can be painted using the brush, a large paintbrush. The paintbrush can also be used to solve environmental puzzles. Number 3. Forza Horizon 5. Forza Horizon 5 is a racing video game set in an open-world environment based on a fictional representation of Mexico. The game has the largest map in the entire Forza Horizon series, being 50% larger than Forza Horizon 4, while also having the highest point in the Horizon series. The map was described by creative director Mike Brown as one of the most diverse Forza Horizon maps the team has built. The map contains an active caldera volcano, jungles and beaches, ancient Mayan temples, and towns and cities such as Guanajuato. Players can explore the open world freely, though they can also compete in multiplayer races and complete the campaign mode. Both the cars featured in the game and the player character can be extensively customized. Players are able to create custom liveries and tunes for cars and perform engine swaps, drivetrain swaps, or install body kits on certain vehicles. The game is the first in the franchise to support ray tracing on cars. Number 2. Inscryption. Inscryption is a 2021 horror deck-building video game developed by Daniel Mullins Games and published by Devolver Digital. The game is set in a cabin where the player tries to escape by beating a demonic force in a card game. A decidedly 90s aesthetic, haunting imagery, and turn-based gameplay imbue it with a certain nostalgic charm that plays with the story itself. As you play, you can explore both the map narrating your journey as well as the cabin in which you're trapped, and hopefully find a way out before your eventual demise. Number 1. Metroid Dread. When most people think of Nintendo, they conjure up images of kid-friendly characters like Mario and Pikachu. Metroid Dread is an action-adventure game in which players control bounty hunter Samus Aran as she explores the planet ZDR. It retains the side-scrolling gameplay of previous Metroid games, alongside the free aim and melee attacks added in Samus Returns, 2017. As the player explores, they discover new items and weapons, allowing them to access new areas. Dread adds stealth elements, with Samus avoiding the enemy robots in certain areas by hiding, reducing her noise, and using the Phantom Cloak, camouflage that makes her invisible but slows her movement. If an enemy catches Samus, the player has 2 brief chances to perform melee counters and escape. If they fail, Samus is killed. Enemies can only be destroyed when Samus obtains the temporary Omega Blaster upgrade, which is lost upon using it to destroy one. However, destroying an enemy grants Samus a new permanent upgrade. Upgrades can also be found by finding Chozo statues or destroying a Core X like in previous games. Players unlock images in an in-game gallery based on their completion time, difficulty level, and percentage of items collected. Dread received critical acclaim and became the fastest-selling Metroid game in Japan, the UK and the US. It was nominated for Game of the Year at the Game Awards 2021 and won the award for Best Action Adventure Game. That concludes the video, folks. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to our channel. Also, make sure to check out other videos on our channel, you might like them. I'll see you in the next video.